IRS is intensifying collections in 2025. If you owe $10,000 or more or have personal tax returns, it's time to take action. Tax Network USA's experienced lawyers have saved clients over $1 billion. They're ready to negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Don't risk wage garnishment, property seizure, or losing your home. Call 1-800-278-9000 today. Get the help you need at 1-800-278-9000 or visit tnusa.com.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full-body burn with the new Arrowhit workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code TONAL200. That's Tonal.com and use promo code TONAL200 for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com, promo code TONAL200 for $200 off.
Ken Berger in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Heavy backups continue Beltway out of loop because of the accident involving the tractor trailer right at the George Washington Memorial Parkway. 3 right lanes are blocked by this crash. The delays back to the 270 spur. In the district, we've got the accident working Riggs Road near Oglethorpe Street northeast. Northwest are the fallen power cables affecting Rittenhouse Street at 14th Street. The accident in Burtonsville, Montgomery County, Maryland 198 at US 29 Columbia Pike. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Store 17 forecast.
Partly cloudy and breezy for the remainder of the afternoon. Highs in the mid-30s to lower 40s. Gusts upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. Winds settle down this evening and into the overnight. Tomorrow partly cloudy, 35 to 40. I'm 7 News meteorologist Steve Rudin at the First Alert Weather Center.
Right now it is 34 at Reagan National. John Matthews, News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now, 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
The instability is already an instability when you go from one administration to another. Now you're talking about hundreds, if not thousands, of federal workers laid off. It gives the country a sense of instability, including the people that supported President Trump.
Yes. The Riverdale charlatan, trusty and reliable. The Riverdale. Where is Tawana Brawley? I think I need to have a conversation with Tawana Brawley. He's a 7-figure NBC News journalist. He's the Reverend Al Charlatan. And a very splendid Monday to you. It's President's Day here in the United States of America. Really, instead of a Saturday Night Live special being last night, we should have the Super Bowl last night and then a holiday today. Don't you think that makes sense? I think we could move President's Day to last Monday and have the Super Bowl the night before, or move the Super Bowl to yesterday's version of Sunday and have the President's Day holiday today after Super Bowl Sunday. How obvious is this? How long is it going to take? How many generations? How many lifetimes will it take before common sense prevails? Common sense rules. President Trump bringing back common sense. Maybe something will change on this. It would be a good thing. President Trump, of course, at the Daytona 500 yesterday. Big NASCAR automobile race. A lot of fun. Crazy race. Went into overtime. Big crashes, car flying upside down. All this madness. President Trump came in on Air Force One. Did a low flyover, a low pass over the racetrack while the stadium was filled, the arena, the stands, everybody was there for the Daytona 500. And here comes Air Force One flying low and slow, tips the wingtip down to wave to the crowd, and they cheered and they all went wild, and they cheered and they went wild for President Trump inside the raceway. And it was a lot of fun. It was good fun had by all. In the meantime, Marco Rubio made the mistake on going on one of those Sunday talk shows hosted by a Democrat Party hack, a left-wing hack, not a journalist at all. Probably has some Lucite blocks, though, to her name. And we've got this Margaret Brennan person said, yeah, the reason that Nazi Germany rose is because too much free speech. And so she's attacking she's a journalist, another $1 million journalist. This one was CBS News. And she's attacking free speech, undermining free speech in America. She ought to be gassed. Let's face it. I'm talking like rail spurs and all that stuff and slamming the doors on the boxcars. And then, the usual thing. That's a little joke, it's a little Nazi joke about that whole thing. My father actually took some time out of his youth to go kill Nazis. I don't think these guys know what they're talking about. Margaret Brennan, every day is an IQ test, and every day Margaret Brennan at CBS News fails that IQ test. Absolutely remarkable stuff. We've got a lot going on today because, well, I haven't been here since Friday, and the Democrats are still out of their cages, and they love this whole Nazi thing, don't they? I don't think that Margaret Brennan could give you the actual name of the Nazi party if you waterboarded her. I think if you lashed her to a plank and gave her the Perrier Spritz, I like to call it the Perrier Spritz, because it reminds me of being at a Four Seasons hotel in Nevis, where they come by on the beach and they spray you in the face with a spray bottle of Perrier. Very nice. So I call that the Perrier Spritz. And that's a few, the lucky few that were taken to Guantanamo Bay, got a little hot. Hey, here, have a little drink. Drinky drink. Don't drink too much. And the Perrier Spritz. But I think maybe Margaret Brennan, time for the Perrier Spritz for her. And then boxcars and gas, the usual. I know. Just see, speaking of the left calling everybody Nazis, and by the way, the Nazi party was called the National Socialist German Workers' Party. That means they were a socialist workers' party in Germany. That's what they were. How different were they than the Stalinists that were not too far away in the USSR, in Soviet Russia? And who killed more people? Just by the way, take a look at that one, too. We don't teach much anymore, but I like to share stuff. So we got that. And last night, the Saturday Night Live thing, they had Tom Hanks on. Tom Hanks wearing a MAGA hat with a scraggly beard doing a game show like, what was it, Black Jeopardy or something. And Tom Hanks said, well, I think people should pray more and be in church more. And because he's a Christian religious fanatic, remember the FBI said that's the real threat to our culture. And then the black guy, the host, walks over, and the MAGA hat wearing Tom Hanks says, go to church, wouldn't shake hands with the black guy because he's racist. And that's the big joke. And then they got back to clubbing to death 40% of the black baby population in the United States, which they do year after year because they are the party of the Confederate States of America and Jefferson Davis, Jim Crow, and Nathan Bedford Forrest, of course. And did you know that, speaking of Tom Hanks and Forrest Gump, why he got his name Forrest Gump? Because his ancestor was Nathan Bedford Forrest, who founded the KKK. And they had a funny scene with his ancestor riding around on horseback with torches and bullwhips, chasing black people down. That was a little laugh line in Hollywood's Forrest Gump, and Tom Hanks was there saying, oh, yeah, I'm called Forrest because Nathan Bedford Forrest was my great. So we got, I'd just like to correct the record as we go on these ridiculous left-wing things. Our Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Not the nicest city to be in, but in Saudi Arabia because they're working stuff out on stopping the war in Ukraine, which the Biden administration never did, and the news media applauded war. They like more dead because they're the left, aren't they? They're not liberals. They're lefties. Aren't they amazing? But Marco Rubio, and he was on the television yesterday, and he gave a little back to the left-wing radical extremists. What are they, fascists, or are they closer to fascists or communists, whatever they are? They're totalitarian pigs. And Margaret Brennan, yeah, those Nazis, they had too much free speech. That's what led to the Holocaust. So in order to stop the Holocaust, we've got to trample free speech in America. And when she says that as a $1 million journalist at CBS Fake News, what she means is conservatives and people that voted differently than she voted, they need to have their free speech trampled because she's a little fascist, is the reality. While she goes around calling people fascist, she probably can't spell the word. Guarantee you she can't give you the actual name of the Nazi party. And I'd like to give her another quiz. In fact, she should call in, shouldn't she? Margaret Brennan from CBS News. We're at 888-630-9625. Hey, Maggie, call in. I've got a quiz for you, dimwit. Honestly. So we got that. The news media, they're on a tear as well because they're all lefties and they're not on our side at all. How Trump's deal maker is shaping U.S. foreign policy. That's left-wing radicals and Axios. And wait, he's got an envoy who's working on a peace deal, two peace deals.
Axios, MSNBC at 6 o'clock in the morning. Play them all the time.
Some of the great secretaries of state of all time.
Then comes Al Sharpton.
They don't want a peace deal. They want the military
Hi, everybody.
industrial complex to be fueled and funded.
All three of us.
And it better be funded in perpetuity, I guess, like people that signed up for Social Security, because we've got Elon Musk taking a look, and the Democrats are trying to stop him and his people from looking at records at the Treasury Department. And now they're trying to stop him and his people from looking at records at Social Security, because the left is here to expand waste, fraud, and abuse, right? And they love waste, fraud, and abuse. Now we've got several updates for you on this, because Elon Musk has got, he's got an X account. It used to be called Twitter until he bought it. And then he said, I'm going to call it X now, because he can do that if you're him. So listen to this. He sent out a post. According to the Social Security database, these are the numbers of people in each age bucket. I might have said each age bracket, but he said each age bucket, and that works fine too. With the death field set to false, meaning these people are not dead, right? And then he says maybe Twilight, the vampire movies that are supposed to be saucy, right? Maybe Twilight is real, and there are a lot of vampires collecting Social Security. That's what Elon Musk sent out. And then you tap on it, you see, you load it, and they list everybody by age range that they've got their names in the Social Security database.
No drugs in that. Just pure pot.
9 years old. We got 6 million.
Pure marijuana.
54,154 of those.
Not a drug.
100 to 109 years old. We have 4,700,000 of those.
Say it to my face.
110.
Come stand right in front of me and say it. I dare you.
We've got 3,600,000 of those.
Fucking club you.
But it gets better, because if you're between 120 and 129 years old, we've got more than 3.4 million people in the Social Security database between 120 and 129 years old. But it keeps going from there, honestly. Remarkable. 130 to 139, almost 4 million of those. 140 to 149, I know it's starting to get ridiculous, right? And we've got between the age of 220 years old and 229 years old, 1,039 people in the Social Security system. Now, are they collecting Social Security, or are they just in the database? Because there's pretty wacky stuff. Now, we're a nation of about 334 million people, 335 million people. And
what did Wiggin win? All right, I'll respond to your dumb ass. What did Wiggin win?
People like babies aren't.
He wins shit.
Probably aren't even signed up for Social Security yet, but never mind all
Fucking
that.
crybaby.
Yes, sir. Remarkable stuff. And I mentioned Margaret Brennan on CBS, Face the Nation yesterday. Face the meat. And there's a lot more to get to on that. I've got audio for you on that, and it's quite remarkable. We've also got this.
It's nasty out still.
Came out
Fucking winter.
Up last night because J.D. Vance saw the Margaret Brennan CBS News interview, and J.D. Vance at Margaret Brennan Do you really think the Holocaust was caused by free speech? That's what J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance was in Europe last week at that the Verkunda conference, the Munich Security Conference, and he's talking about free speech being under threat, under assault in Western Europe and Britain and Germany, and we've seen this before. And so Margaret Brennan on CBS yesterday actually said essentially what J.D. Vance is mocking here. Really think the Holocaust was caused by free speech? Wait till you hear this audio if you haven't heard it yet. It's comical in its own way. She is comicus, from the old Roman days. Remarkable stuff. I've got Marjorie Taylor Greene for you. I've got and honestly, the Elon Musk, after he put out these Social Security numbers, and said at this point, I am 100% certain that the magnitude of the fraud in federal entitlements, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, welfare, disabilities, etc., exceeds the combined sum of every private scam you've ever heard by far. Now, we got Bernie Madoff and we got other scams, but, they don't have the kind of money that the American government has. And when you got lefties in the machine all over the place in the bureaucracy, and they're not good stewards of our money, then it's easy to make billions and billions and billions disappear. And they're the left, honestly. So when you hear these figures, and the news media is burying this because they're filthy, rotten, corrupt, fake news media. But remarkable stuff. And Elon Musk is on the job. So he must be destroyed. He must be vilified. He must be stopped, because there's only one possible explanation for that. Because the Democrat Party is protecting waste, fraud, and abuse. Now, I guess I could ask you, which do you think the Democrats like best? Waste? Or do they like fraud better? Do they like abuse better? Not just when it comes to children in schools, but which do the Democrats like most? The waste, the fraud, or the abuse? These are three lanes that they occupy. There's no doubt about that. So we've got that going. USAID update. And I got this Margaret Brennan person. She should be unemployed by the end of the day today if they were in the journalism business. Womp, womp, womp. Town Hall magazine, the great Town Hall. Why Sunday was not a banner day for the liberal media and free speech. Amazing stuff. Got a real conference going on in Europe that's on the side of Western civilization. Marco Rubio making the rounds as our chief diplomat, unlike Joe Biden's Secretary of State, who never did anything that anyone is aware of anywhere. And I got to keep bringing this back. Who are the unhappiest people in our society? Do you know who they are? We're at 888-630-9625.
There's only one Chris Plant. The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news.
Beltway crash involved a tractor trailer on the outer George Washington Parkway. It's now out of your way, but the delays are beginning as you come off the 270 spur, waiting to see if VDOT will set up work zones near the Dulles Toll Road, where they typically do. Break for the holiday. Northbound Virginia 95 is seen slowdowns through Stafford at Falmouth, getting up through Aquia, but nothing reported anyway. Then the pace was good to Springfield and on the 395. Just been a brief delay on down 66 east of Manassas into Centerville. Maryland still have the long-standing closure. Route 197 shut down between Powder Mill Road and Old Laurel Bowie Road. The 3 hanging on wires. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com to WMAL Storm Watch getting more.
Partly cloudy, windy today with the high of 42. Scattered clouds overnight, low 27.
Attention taxpayers, the IRS is intensifying collections in 2025. If you owe $10,000 or more or have unfiled tax returns, it's time to take action. Tax Network USA's experienced lawyers have saved clients over $1 billion. They're ready to negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Don't risk wage garnishment, property seizure, or losing your home. Call 1-800-278-9000 today. Get the help you need at 1-800-278-9000 or visit tnusa.com.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1 pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Arrowhit workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code Tonal200. That's Tonal.com and use promo code Tonal200 for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com, promo code Tonal200 for $200 off.
LifeLock during tax season, your sensitive info does a lot of traveling to places you can't control, stopping off at payroll, your accountant or a tax preparer, and countless other data centers on its way to heaven. Any of them can expose you to identity theft because they all have the info in your W-2. Just a ticket for criminals to steal your identity. I had my identity stolen. It was horrible. I got LifeLock. I've been a customer ever since. I've never, ever had that problem again. No wonder the IRS reported tax fraud due to identity theft went up 20% last year. Get LifeLock today. Don't get your identity stolen. They monitor millions of data points per second and alert you to threats you can miss. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock's U.S.-based restoration specialist will fix it, backed by the $1 million protection package. Restoration's guaranteed or your money back. Don't mess around with this stuff. I dealt with this for a long time before I had LifeLock. Don't let identity thieves take you for a ride. Get LifeLock protection for tax season and beyond. Join now, save up to 40% for your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock, use promo code Bongino, or go to lifelock.com/Bongino for 40% off. Terms apply. Do it today.
Now Taxes is using Credit Karma, where a TurboTax expert can do your taxes for you. They'll get your refund so you can do more with it right in Credit Karma. Now this is taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Experts only available with TurboTax Live.
For a local news source you can trust, visit WMAL.com.
Thank God for that.
Get the day's top stories. Stream your favorite WMAL shows. Access our podcast archives and more. WMAL.com. Making sense of your world online.
This is my new best friend, Esther. She might look like any normal, playful puppy, but Esther's being raised to become a canine companion for independent assistance dog for a person with a disability. To get there, she needs lots of loving care and attention, plenty of exercise, and good eating habits so that she can live a long and healthy life for her future family. Visit TTI.org or call 1-800-572-BARK. Raise a puppy, change a life. You can make a world of difference in the life of a person with a disability.
How's it going? I'm having a stroke. Are you going to shake my hand? I'm having a stroke. Wow, you're not even moving your arm. I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
Imagine the hospital experience. There's a constant parade of serious doctors, countless tests, and a serious diagnosis. Scary surgeries are followed by painful recoveries. You're in the hospital for days, weeks, months. Now imagine you're a child. This is why Starlight exists. Starlight programs help kids in the hospital build resilience, bolster confidence, and change their outlook, because happiness matters. Visit starlight.org to learn more.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Mistress Cheryl Crow took an IQ test also, and it didn't go very well. Asking, she still doesn't like to use toilet paper either. Honestly, let's go to the telephones. What? Let's go to the great Sylvie calling from Waldorf, Maryland. Sylvie, the great.
Been to Waldorf, Maryland. Bar hopping with somebody.
except for that kid and the one with ICE taking Martin's sword away. We're just go back to Canada at the beginning in the monologue with Steve Martin. So that was a plus that it wasn't all made about Donald Trump. But I just want.
So I'm going to fucking get this straight right now and show that I understand something. So you got Rum is back out there, and he's the one that's trashing Wolfie, talking about her lips and all that shit. Well, Rum, I hope you realize Wolfie knows if Wolfie could come in and take over this fucking chat if she wanted to. I'd let her. She knows I'll let her. I take back anything bad I said about Wolfie. I haven't said anything bad other than she's a dime a dozen. We're all a dime a dozen. All of us. So there you go. There's Rum, your fellow citizen, Wolfie, trashing you. That's fucked up. Wolfie knows I love her. And it's a spiritual connection. You want to turn it into lust? Go ahead. Will Durant is the one who likes to lust after people. He's got her and he sits there and he thinks people want to come to his chat and look at these fucking girls that he played. It's bad. It's really bad. That's why Wolfie said I'm husband material. Because I would forsake all other people if we were married. And you got this thing with JC and Guitar J early in the morning this morning. They went into Vegas chat. Like everybody wants to fucking read about what they're doing. You're fucked up, JC. You want to tell people that I'm mad because you wouldn't date me. What a fucking moron you are, JC. You and Wiggin. I was glad to see Rocky go live the way it went down and all that. And that was Gotti. Gotti, if you see Justin Boyle's name, Gotti's right there holding his hand, or it's him. One or the other. So all of you who support Gotti, that's what you get. He admitted, I trash pianos. I make streamers cry. Come make me cry, you fucker. Bring Wiggin with you. Wiggin going live and disabling his side chat. I can remember when he first figured that out. I started laughing. That's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not going to sit here and lecture people. Unless it's a planned lecture, there's a topic. Rocky Goldman got onto the right topic. Racism in America. That should be our number one topic. Who are the real racists in America in this day and age? MSNBC, CNN, Congressional Black Caucus, National Action Network. Makes these birds just fucking lock right up. Snowed a lot here. Fuck yeah, we got close to 2 feet of snow easy. Since yesterday morning. Before that, actually. The fucking snowbank out front is taller than my porch now. Thank you, Rocky. You're very gracious the other night. We're gonna do some good drama sometime. We're gonna have some fun. If you want. Can't do it all on my own. Need people to do it. Side chat does matter. And Wiggin gonna sit there and fucking cry that I time him out when he does it in his all the time. He doesn't. I can't support you. You know, from that day one, they should bring that fucker up and play it. Just looking for conflict. So there you go. You got Rum is back trashing Wolfie. Why is that, Rum? What's the matter, Rum? You can get your way with the girls in those on those other platforms. Rum, you're the first one. You took content from JC on me, and you fucking wanted people to come and watch the video you made. Instead, someone made one of you. Rum. Somebody trolled you like fucking crazy. Fuck stick. Come on, Rum. I dare you come up here. Bring your fucking dumb ass up here. Yeah, I told you. Rusty knows when I say something, I mean it. Rusty's free to come up here. I'll let her have her say here if she wants. You guys want to accuse me of doxing? No. All the information I've ever had is from Rusty. And Wiggin.
And great friend of the show, and a wonderful person. We've met a number of times, more times than I could count, but wonderful stuff. And I wanted to do my Paul McCartney, because Paul McCartney, he's Sir Paul McCartney, isn't he? Sir Paul McCartney was on the Saturday Night Live thing last night. And I saw more of that. They had 2 nights, Saturday night and then Sunday night, hours and hours, and that's fine. But they did have, and Mike, you pulled the Tom Hanks thing, right? Because these Democrats, everything is just another vehicle of propaganda for them, including Saturday Night Live, and on and on. Now the headlines are. Newsweek magazine, for example, Tom Hanks SNL appearance mocking MAGA sparks anger.
Anything you want to talk about?
And, radical left-wing communist pig dogs at the Daily
Beast. You want to?
MAGA melts down at Tom Hanks playing Trump fan on SNL 50. Well, there was no meltdown. We just recognize you to be the rectal apertures that we've always known you to be. And the good people of the New York Post, where they really report the news, and the Democrats try to crush free speech, like that little fascist Margaret Brennan at CNN. But the New York
CNN sucks.
Tom Hanks roasted over disgusting portrayal of Trump supporter at SNL 50th. And that's really what's going on. The Daily Mail is covering the story, USA Today. Covering the story. It's basically the headline.
That means I was 13 years old when SNL
You're just a
started.
bunch of fatuous political hacks. I got an idea. Stop aborting
73,
half the black population
74
in our major cities, and stop being the party of the Confederate States of America. Kind of going to be hard to do that, I think, because it's already in the history books. Although you don't really find it in the history books, interestingly enough. But it sounded. It's look, and they're supposed to be doing comedy. And again, Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, JC, your little buddy Whippy there, fucking, he's making life bad for you, JC.
Who is a statewide leader
Yeah.
of the Democrat Party, of course.
Blame you for all that, you fucktard, JC.
I've met a lot of Democrats over time. Was Democrat Senator Robert Byrd.
Your chat is pathetic now, JC. Ain't nobody going there. No comedy. Nobody wants to fucking listen to Angie and Bud.
Sparks anger.
Wants to listen to that fucking garbage. No comedy whatsoever.
They still producing that magazine.
Teach their own.
the episode that the skit was.
Where's Super Dave at? Where are you, Dave? Where the fuck are you?
An exceptionally normal person as tone deaf, because we've got all the normal people, and that's really a problem for the left. They keep shooting people and aborting black people, and the more parking that way for everyone, and that remarkable. But the Newsweek people, they state the obvious.
Oh,
the Hollywood.
You want to report me and get rid of me, but I'm your guy. You make a lot of sense, Paul.
You think? And
fuck you, brain dead motherfucker right there. You are a brain dead motherfucker, Paul.
It's from the river to the sea, as they chant in Hollywood now.
Wow.
This has had influence on the wider population.
Suck, Paul, and you know it.
Have often criticized what they see as an out-of-touch elite.
Yeah, roam out there trashing Wolfie, his fellow citizen. They're both British.
It's this skit that they
what the fuck is the matter with you people over there? And you want to fucking complain about America? Are you fucking kidding?
And they were, and then the joke.
You're a bunch of lowlifes. You really are a lowlife, Paul. You really are a bottom feeder.
All the questions correctly on Black Jeopardy. That's because
I'm nothing.
And the skit goes like
you don't matter in my world, Paul.
Hayden Thompson, who's the host of Black Jeopardy, and when the Tom Hanks character wearing a MAGA hat with a scruffy, scrappy beard.
I look you right in the fucking eye.
It's like, what is this?
Chicken shit, motherfucker.
They say he's wearing a blue jean jacket. Right?
I'm going to get Billy to get mad at me, and so I can report him. Watch. Oh.
A jeans jacket over an American Eagle shirt. That's how you know he's not a Democrat, because he's wearing a jeans jacket. It's called a jean jacket or a blue jean jacket, but never mind that. And an American Eagle shirt.
Doug can't save you. Wiggin can't save you. None of these Americans that are doing this can save you, Paul. Me. And I don't even go after you. Come here. You come here.
Thompson is just fine.
Oh, you ain't got no viewers, Billy. Oh.
If more folks went to church, we wouldn't be in this mess we're in now. You know what? I agree with you, Doug. I'd like to shake your hand, sir. Here we go.
See, then the black host walks over. And Doug won't shake his hand.
This just shows how fucking triggered they are in the media. Saturday Night Live is not a comedy skit. They're journalism now.
And a jeans jacket and American flag shirt.
Don't watch the garbage.
Jeopardy. He's the idiot of the story, and he's a racist.
Matter of fact, I had company for a while last night.
Democrat probably would have shot him, because that would be the Democrat thing to do, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Speaking of Hollywood people,
eye candy.
The Hollywood people.
That's all it is. Eye candy.
The Sunday morning talk show.
Friend of mine and her daughter.
Because that's just more television. They don't know the difference. But here we go. Sheryl Crow. Fox News has the story, and the Washington Post does not.
Bcash.
Sheryl Crow, she sings songs.
It's actually Lincoln's birthday.
Give me a Sheryl Crow. You got a Sheryl Crow song?
Is what the holiday is supposed to be. It's what it was. So they changed.
All I want to do is have some fun.
All I want to do is my name's in that song. His name is Billy.
She answered the question. You could win White Jeopardy, I think. That's pretty good.
And you got Van Halen. Then you got Stevie Ray Vaughan.
She had to sell her Tesla.
Billy is a popular name.
To me earlier, and I thought sold her and I think like her testicles. What is the sold her?
Yeah, Lincoln was born 1809 on this date.
To protest Elon Musk.
Or the 20th, whatever it is. And they made it Monday. I think it's the 20th.
She sells her Tesla to protest Elon Musk.
My mother's birthday.
Because she's protesting nothing. They're just idiots.
You didn't know that, Bcash?
Money to NPR, National Panhandle Radio.
Bcash. Lincoln's birthday is in February. Washington's birthday is in January. They made Washington's birthday Martin Luther King Day. And then this is President's Day. So this covers both Washington and Lincoln. Because up until Reagan, They were our two greatest presidents.
He paid for it, taxpayers, because
The DA thinks he knows politics. He don't know jack shit. You're a blowhard. DA's been blocking me. He blocks. I don't blame Rusty for blocking. You know, she's doing what she does. I interrupt her, you know, because I'm so fast. But she still sees me. And she still talks about me in the back room with her friends. Hey, Rocky Goldman went live the other night. Few of you know, or maybe remember, I cloned Rocky Goldman. So, I asked him permission, told him I was going to do it, and I waited for a while before I did. It was fucking funny as hell because Rusty thought it was Rocky. So I got her. You guys can't do that like I can.
Well, selling it, she wanted the money, of course. To protest, the Tesla is still going to be on the road. But I shared with you last week, Democrats are selling and buying.
This fucking Elon Musk, he's a horny bastard. He's got all kinds of women. Fucking 13 kids.
Circle with a red slash through it with the name Elon.
Yeah, Wiggin claiming he has 13. You ain't got 13 kids, Wiggin. You're a lying bastard.
But they stopped.
You don't have 13 kids.
So, Cheryl Crow announced on Instagram that she had sold her Tesla to protest.
Getting with a woman who already has kids. Those aren't your kids.
And donated the earnings to NPR.
Not unless you adopt them and they're fucking 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. Maybe lost their father. And then you take on a widow with kids. You know, but that's few and far in between.
You hang out with.
You don't know shit, Wiggin.
Everybody's parents said that. I think there comes a time when you have to.
I just removed your comment, Paul, because I don't. You know, your British flag is no good here. Go open your own fucking chat. Vcash, this guy begged me to let him be my moderator. He's going to give me a channel, and I can do whatever I wanted.
Trump's administration as head of the Department of Government Efficiency. They're against
Both
government efficiency. They want government corruption, government fraud, government waste, government abuse.
You only take one.
Donated to NPR, she said.
I'd fucking take your ear underneath the ear. You'd fucking your lights would go out.
They think that's clever to call him President Musk. You got a tiny little brain, Sean Crow. Just
and you're so fat, you wouldn't be able to move out of the way.
And you know, you had one song that may last for a while, but that's about it. Isn't that amazing?
Go sell some kittens. Anybody need a kitten? Paul raises kittens.
To those willing to know the truth.
Fucking idiot.
Sheryl Crow should be listening to this show, and then she wouldn't be such a maroon, wouldn't be such a moron, such an idiot. But there it is. Now, when we were talking about,
I don't block anybody in Vegas.
It was great.
In fact, let's talk about that right now. You know, it's Logical hasn't been using his bots. And I don't have him blocked either. So you're wrong, Paul. No, I may block for a minute or two, but I don't ever keep anybody on my block list because every handle I go in Vegas with has a wrench on it in my chat. So it's stupid for me to block a bunch of fucking people. You're an idiot, Paul.
Was purchased during the pandemic, AOC wrote, when travel before a vaccine had come out, thanks to Donald Trump. So travel between New York and Washington, the safest way we had determined was an EV. The safest way was an EV.
Pretty pathetic, Paul. You and all your little fuck sucks over there.
Waste site on the order of 3 months.
Where are you, Shadow Blue? You think one time's going to do it? And then I'm just going to, well, yeah. I know you're out there, Shadow Blue. I know you're fucking right. You're holding Paul's hand, or he's holding yours. Fuck you guys. All you, Doug, all your British fucking friends. I'm going to address Doug right now, Doug. All your British friends, including the women, don't give a fuck about them. Except for maybe Wolfie. Because she is one. She had her chat. And against all the pushback on her, she decided to do what she did. Way you treated that woman is fucking awful. You're lucky I'm not her father. Or her husband. Or her brother. I kind of wish I was her real uncle and lived over there and I'm the same way. Because I'd come find you fuckers over in UK. Because that's what you guys do. You're a bunch of hoodlums over there. You think you could fucking do whatever you want whenever you want. Fuck you. It goes for you, DA, because you're right in love with all your little fucking foreign friends. Whippermano, all of them. Zenny and Wolfie did a number on you guys. Fucking laughable.
Those sheets of toilet paper, that's it.
The only one crying is you, Paul. You're the only one crying, Paul. We're not friends. Why are you even in my chat? You're the one crying.
Use of toilet paper to 1 square. Normally, 1 square.
That's all you got, Paul. You sit there, you know, you got such a wonderful life, and you're here crying in my chat. No, you're a crybaby, Paul. Keep crying. I'm just going to keep deleting your comment. Keep crying. Paul, keep crying. Keep spamming my chat. Go ahead.
Really kind of more Saudi Arabia hygiene. Yeah. All I want to do is have some fun. There it is, CJ.
All I want to do is have some fun. Down on Santa Monica Boulevard. Do.
Prince George's County in Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C., where a funeral director showed up at a funeral and shot and killed one of the pallbearers. It was a funeral for a little 10-year-old girl that had been gunned down. And I've got an update for you on that. It's Democrat world. We're just living in it. Noise-canceling headphones. I've got a scientific update on that. And what's with these Canadians? An ice hockey game between the USA and Canada had 3 fights in the first 9 seconds. Here goes straight hoop for you guys. You guys are up. I've got that coming.
Yeah, I got the straight scoop on the thing about the hockey game. Fighting? Who won the fights? I have to check it out.
Continue to be at 888-630-9625.
You're listening to the Chris Plant Show.
What you gonna do when Mega comes for you? Yeah. Hulk Hogan. He's Mega. The leader of India is Mega now. Fucking Modi. I've been spelling it with an E.
Bridge inner loop starting to slow through Tyson's, checking to see if they're going to set up the work zone north of the Toll Road. Outer loop, the Beltway, the crash at the George Washington Parkway cleared. Still below speed.
Modi. MODIE. Or is it Modi?
Looking at delays on the northbound BW Parkway.
Give up, Paul? I didn't time you out. I just remove your comment. Because you're an idiot, Paul. You're a fat fucking slob. Lazy fucking... I don't know how you guys survive over in Britain. Glad I don't live over there.
27.
Where's your buddy Mad Jim? That sad fuck. Hey, Paul, is your fucking old lady as fat as you are? Holy fuck, you're robust. That day you turned your camera on, you're a fat fuck. You just go like this with your eyes. You got that little ponytail in your beard. You look like you should fucking be on a mountain somewhere in the Himalayas. Just move to the Himalayas, Paul. These fuckers blocking me. DA's blocking me. Rusty blocks me for operational purposes because I'm fast. And lately, I've only been using one phone in Vegas. One. So it's not even spammy. Not even spammy. And Logical quit using the bots. I'm sure he's still there. He ain't gonna miss this.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Oh, Vcash, I have to ask, why are you here? Because you're all about Tiffany. Why are you all up Tiffany's ass, Vcash? What's up with that? Vcash, remember when you said to me, oh, I can go to people's panels, you can't. Oh.
Now my goal is to help you. And I interviewed guests.
You won't be laughing now. Bye, Vcash. See you later. I just banned you. And there ain't nobody can unban you because I'm the only one with a wrench. You'll have to come back with a different account, boy. Fuck you, Vcash. You're another DA. You're all on that fucking team over there. Fuck you.
Raised to become a canine companions for independent.
Hey, what? Now you're out at Rusty? I'm sure of it. Because I know Mina doesn't like Tiffany. Mina can't stand Tiffany. Never could. So there you go, Vcash. My link was down there. Why don't you click on it? I'll post it again because that fat fuck from over in England keeps spamming my chat. So there you go. I feel like having a panel all day today. And if you fuckers dare come up here, go ahead. I'll shut the radio show off. Normal? Feline Fee was looking for a half normal fucking boyfriend in Vegas chat. But, you know, a normal person wouldn't want you, Feline Fee. I ain't forgetting the day Rusty stuck up for you. See, Rusty has a problem, and it's me. Because she's not going to make me bend to her way. She can't hold anything. I dox myself when I come in the chat. The only thing that happened was my nephew Scotty, and he has the same name as his father. So you guys are able to find my brother's Facebook. Yeah, he's on fucking Facebook.
As well as brutal loss of central vision. Patients with diabetic retinopathy.
And acid drip. I see you have the community page on the fucking Governor Facebook there, but you know, you have to ask to be a friend. You can't just go there and post. They have to accept a friend request. They're not just gonna. And I don't look at it. And I've asked a couple of people, they haven't seen anything. So you're just blowing smoke as usual, acid drip. You and them skinny little fucking arms.
And we were talking about Saturday Night Live, their 50th anniversary programming, which was extensive.
It makes no sense. All right. Mina and Rusty, obviously, they're friendly with each other. They support each other. Now, Mina, she apparently has this rapport with Angie. They call each other Bella all the time. But I don't think Rusty likes Angie Fox. I don't want to get in the girls' shit other than JC. Well, I can. With JC and Rusty, I'm allowed to because they both doxed my mother. So it's the battle of the doxers out here. This is what Gotti did on Rocky Goldman's chat the other night. He come into Vegas, Justin Boyle, and asked him to go live, and he did, and then he wouldn't go up on the panel. You guys gonna have a problem, Vcash. You better be careful what you post in here, boy. Rusty isn't the only chat historian around this fucking place.
Eugene Robinson of the Washington Post.
With Tom Hanks and his fat southern and his scraggly beard and his jeans jacket, as Newsweek calls it, and just being, a Yahoo and say, but here's the thing: is just I made note of the fact that it's just another grain of saying the never-ending propaganda apparatus of the Democratic Party, which is inescapable for everyone. And remember that their boy Joseph Goebbels said, "A lie told once remains a lie. A lie told 1,000 times becomes the truth." And they believe that. They're the left, and they lie 1,000 times so that eventually everyone will believe.
The Elephant, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station, making sense of the news. News Talk 105.3.
You see Tom Flash sitting there. That fucker must have 6 or 7 monitors. I mean, it's one, I see it with the phone, I can just reach over and grab one. Yeah. Or if I'm really getting into it and I'm being gagged up upon, that's why I had all them phones, to keep up with you fuckers. It pisses you off. JC told me to upgrade. Then she gets mad.
Charlie had not been given a chance to address the accusations against him. He accused the school of ignoring warning signs concerning their son's mental health. The settlement came after a judge ruled the case could move forward to a trial in May. The impacts of last night's windstorms continue to be felt across the region with power outages. Northern Virginia has seen its schedules fluctuate wildly all morning, with 5,100 customers currently out in Northern Virginia. Petco reporting 1,200 out, mostly in Montgomery. BGE down to 38,000 in the dark. That's down about 10,000 since dawn. The wind is the weather story today, but what about that midweek nor'easter?
Go play with your friends, V-Cash. This ain't a good place for you, boy. No. Not a good place for you. Punk. You're a punk. And you're still sucking Log's dick. You and fucking Logical are right in love. And DA and Petros. It's a fuck fest out there. It doesn't make any sense.
Estimates have been steadily eroding over the past 24 hours. After cutting thousands of federal jobs elsewhere,
You guys are so invested in the fucking YouTube chat. When I first started, I laughed in my ass. Look at these fuckers. Everything they said back in the 80s about what people would do on here fucking is absolutely true. I learned from the best. I worked with the best. I fed the fuckers. You're a dumb fuck, Wiggin. I'll never forget the day when I started talking about being on recruiting duty, somebody asked me about my shore duty, and you cut me right off. You didn't want to hear it. So there's no quarter for you in this place there, Wiggin, Tom Carlisle. Especially after sitting there and watching you, cooperate with Rusty and fucking went along with all the shit she did. Now you want to fucking say, "Oh, look what she did to me." Oh. You should have fucking blocked her on the second email. You used her for her artwork. You still use her artwork. You're about the worst soap opera up here. As the chats turn, you're the fucking worst, Wiggin. Look at you. Now you're not even going to stream no more. You're fading away. Sit there and ban people in your chat and fucking bitch about him and shit. And then if I fucking ban one person, you cry because it's you or one of your fucking cronies.
You need at 1-800-278-9000 or visit tnusa.com.
Get free for anyone who rents. Did you never compare points on your rent with Built? You can use Built points towards flood, tubs.
After all this snow, it clears up. It's windy and cold.
Valuable points every month you pay rent. If you're not at 1.5 rent, much the next. What are you waiting for?
It feels like the world is moving at 100 feet and you can't keep up because of one thing and another. Don't forget the meeting of the yoga class and the dinner reservation with Ben. You get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof. While the nostalgia
It's fucking cold.
still 450 Defense Highway and 450 Annapolis Road because of a tree that came down. Tree and wires came down, and 197 remains blocked east of the BW Parkway between Powder Mill Road and Old Laurel Bowie Road. Maryland Bowie, no active work zones or delays to report right now. Bridge. It is just briefly slow in Virginia now on the outer loop approaching the Georgetown Pike, Virginia 95. Some slow stretches each way between Falmouth and Triangle on 95 and below Speeddale.
So what do we have? We have JC and guitar, two lovers up on her panel. We got we got Bud No Balls and Manji. That's a perfect match. He has no balls and she's a man. And then for a little bit of spice, we got a single guy chasing married women. Because they can't find nothing else. They gotta find a woman who's willing to cheat on her husband. Can't keep a woman. Sleeps alone at night. Needs to settle their sexual frustration in YouTube chat up on a panel.
And it amazes me that only 2 of them have committed murder.
Yes, of course. Yeah, O.J. Simpson hosted.
Who the fuck is this guy?
A double homicide there, and good. And then
who the fuck are you?
Alec Baldwin. I think he was on last night. Did he shoot anybody? And he could still claim that he did.
Fucking kids in my backstage. What the fuck are you guys? Get the fuck out of here. Introduce yourself in the fucking side chat first. Get the fuck out of here. I don't fucking know yet. Bet you. Get the fuck out of here.
We really should have had the Super Bowl last night and the holiday today, don't you think? Or maybe move President's Day one.
Introduce yourself in my side chat. I ain't just letting you up on my panel. Get the fuck out of here.
Create a new holiday for the Super Bowl. We've already got plenty of those.
This ain't JC's chat. I don't just let anybody up here.
I'm a nose to the grindstone kind of guy, though. Work. Hello, boys. How are you? I missed you last night.
Besides that, I'm listening to the news.
All kinds of remarkable things going on. The the Babylon Bee over the weekend with a picture of Chuck Schumer and the Democrat leader in the House of Representatives, Hakeem Jeffries, who's, speaking of fascists, man, oh man, the Babylon Bee headline with a picture
don't know you.
standing at the White House.
Nope.
Democrats.
I gotta know you. If I don't know you, I'm not interrupting my program.
Money than ever.
I'm listening to this. Now, if you're a Rocky Goldman or Rusty or somebody that I knew, which I would never, I would never do that to Rusty. If she would turn her camera on, I would, I'd keep her backstage.
dollars than
Right.
ever before.
I'm not dealing with you.
I've got a lot.
Go back to Q or wherever, because I don't go there. Wiggin goes there. You don't want to fuck with me.
As we call it. And so many.
You can. Go ahead.
Pages long. Holy cannoli. But we've got a lot going on. The news media is very upset too. Our Secretary of State, former Senator, now Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, is in Saudi Arabia.
Sorry, you got to show ID to get in this fucking place.
Myself, it's fascinating.
Not interested.
And he is going to be speaking to the Russian.
Not ready to meet new friends at the moment.
Which is, I think, more than Tony Blinken ever did when he was Secretary of State. Didn't get anything done. And now the Secretary of State for Donald Trump is out there working, pedaling fast, and he's going to be involved in talks with Russia and Ukraine. And the news media and the Democrats, but I repeat myself, very angry about that, very angry. And the Democrats are really angry that the DOGE team, the Department of Government Efficiency, working for the President of the United States at the request of the President of the United States, the wealthiest man in the world, possibly the history of the world, Elon Musk, and a number of young geniuses that are working with him and working for him. CNN is very upset that DOGE team can gain access to IRS tax system immediately. And they're really upset. Wait a minute, government employees will have access to government computers and government documents. When did this start? Well, it started when government started, and with the computerized part, it started when computers came along, that government employees have access to government computer systems. See, and before that, they just had access to the government file drawers where we kept paper documents with writing on them. But the Democrat Party today is so brain damaged, so mental. They're really something. And the great J.D. Vance speech at the Munich Security Conference last week in Munich, as you might imagine, since it's already called the Munich Security Conference, they kind of have to hold it in Munich. I went to one of those many years ago, too. Munich Security Conference, the Verkunda Conference. And I went to one of those many years ago. For me, the highlight of that was flying over on Ronald Reagan's Air Force One, the 707.
This fucker's been here since 2018 and has 250 views.
Very big on airplanes. I like
that tells you something.
You know, helicopters, jumped out airplanes. I've flown airplanes. I've piloted a helicopter. I've all kinds of hot air balloon. I went on one hot air balloon. It was in the Napa Valley, and we crashed, but it wasn't too serious.
Sorry, this is for people 18 and above.
Fun crash. But I need a jetpack.
Yeah.
Before all is said and done. But in any case, enough about me. Let's get back to the world as it is, rather than as we might like it to be. So, how Trump's deal?
Unless you're somebody I know.
U.S. foreign policy. News media.
They might have a teenage
a kind of deal maker,
daughter or granddaughter or whatever.
Joe Biden's
That's one thing.
Who was Barack
They turn their
Obama's
camera
deal?
on.
Because he got the Nobel Peace Prize.
I know him.
Which they should ask.
You fucking come up here like that. You fucking, you fucking.
People at Axiom is very upset.
Your little Indian troll farm, you guys are in trouble. Venkat and Hitesh and all you stupid fucks that, your only job is, what do you do? Coding for companies or whatever the fuck they do. Have computer, work at home.
They're not in favor of that at all. How dare his deal maker be making peace from war? The Democrats
actually that name
war from peace. When Joe Biden
keep trying though.
Donald Trump as president, there was peace in Europe and
you
peace
keep trying.
Joe Biden left, war in Europe, war in the Middle East. Hundreds and thousands of thousands of people killed, and that's okay. The media, because they're Democrats, they're okay with that. And now the Democrats are very, very upset about President Trump. The Trump administration seeks permission to fire head of the Office of Special Counsel, Hampton Dellinger. Hampton Dellinger, that's his name. You know that somebody named Hampton Dellinger went to private schools, right? Gotta be. Hampton Dellinger. Hey, Hampton, what do you think his middle name is? when his first name is Hampton, his last name is Dellinger. Yeah, Throckmorton. I'm thinking maybe Throckmorton. The head of the Office of Special Counsel was appointed to his post by former President Joe Biden. Well, then, why would there be any ground for concern there? The Democrats haven't proven themselves to be corruptniks who abuse government authority or anything like that, right? So the Trump administration has filed an appeal with the Supreme Court, hoping to get permission. Why would the president need permission to fire a government employee? To fire the head of the federal agency dedicated to protecting whistleblowers.
Cool. My nephew is here.
What's his name? Vindman, Alexander Vindman. Yeah, he was a whistleblower, right? He was a saboteur, a Ukrainian saboteur. Must have been born in the Soviet Union, that one, the way that he behaved. He's an infiltrator. What was that movie where the naval officer is a deep plant, for the Soviet Union? Because I think that's always been my thought about Alexander Vindman, is the bad guy, not the good guy. Yeah, No Way Out. Yeah, that's it. No Way Out. I think he's the No Way Out guy, Alexander Vindman. Went into the army so he could undermine the United States. And boy, he did a heck of a job, too. Amazing stuff. The emergency appeal obtained by the Associated Press on Sunday could likely be the start of a steady stream of court filings by lawyers of President Donald Trump and his administration aimed at reversing lower court rulings that have delayed his priorities for his second term.
Sits in his car on the phone for an hour before he comes in.
Wrong. He's having to litigate this because the left, that is to say the Democrat Party, they have dragged everything into court and corrupted everything with their Article 3, bringing everything, getting their lawyers from their crooked law schools like Harvard and bringing everything to the courts. So then that's naturally where you have to contest it, right? I think that's the case. But the Democrats, they've got court cases going on now because Democrat judges have blocked President Trump in a number of different areas. The federal spending freeze.
Here we go with the abuse of the judiciary again.
To say, oh no, the White House can't do that. Federal spending, no. The buyout offer to federal employees said, we're going to, which the the Clinton administration did with hundreds of thousands of employees, federal government employees. The buyout offer.
Rusty, you smoke cigarettes, so I don't want to hear one fucking word about me smoking pot.
Getting access to
I can handle it.
Just because you're a representative of the President of the United States and the Treasury Department is inside the fence line of the White House doesn't mean the president has access to documents of the Treasury Department. So the Democrats sued, and they got a left-wing judge to freeze that one too. Transfer trans women, right, to men's prisons because the Democrats have men going to women's prisons. All you have to do
I haven't shoveled out front. It's fucking snow deep.
For as long as you're there.
He's got fucking flip flops on the dumb fuck.
But the Democrats, they're putting men in women's prisons, and the Trump administration.
Hello?
No, we'll put men in men's prisons.
Yeah, I'm live. Run. All right, you fuckers. My ride is here. I got errands to do, so I got to close the chat down. So, I'll be back, you dumb fucks. Look at you. What a bunch of fucking crybabies. Yeah, now I know who's trolling Rocky Goldman. So there's your answer, Rocky Goldman. These fuckers in my chat right now are the ones doing it. I'll be back. I got it all day. It's fucking, he's got the day off of work. He's getting paid for the holiday. The car is here. So I got to go do shit. So have fun. You won't have this fucking chat for a minute because I got to go.